Good morning, friends. This is Lindsay Cross, Government Relations Director with Florida Conservation Voters. I hope you all had an enjoyable weekend and have been enjoying this amazing Florida weather that we've been having. I just wanted to share a quick update with all of you on the MCORS process, or as we refer to them as the roads to ruin. I know many of you have been very engaged in this issue throughout the past 12 months, when the legislature in 2019 passed this horrible bill. It was signed by the governor in mid-May of 2019. Many of you have signed up for notifications from the Florida Department of Environmental Protection, or Florida Department of Transportation, excuse me, FDOT, regarding the roads to ruin. And if so, you would have received an email at 5 o'clock on Friday afternoon letting you know about an impromptu round of webinars that is starting tomorrow morning. In late April, I participated in all three of the MCOR webinars that were really designed just to keep task force members engaged, even while those task force members were dealing with the global COVID-19 pandemic that we're all experiencing. I shared my thoughts about those on a Facebook Live on Thursday in late April, and also on my blog that I'll share with you all. But my biggest takeaway from that is that they didn't work. In total, out of the three webinars, 96 people out of a total of 418 were actually able to successfully give public comments. So that means that was a success rate of only 23%. That's pretty abysmal. Of those who spoke, 98% spoke against them. Only two people had anything positive to say about that, and one was from a gentleman who is a resident of Georgia, not even our own state. So the news this morning is that DOT is hosting another series of webinars this week, starting tomorrow morning. Again, they didn't alert the public about this until Friday afternoon at 5 p.m. So this is just bad government. It demonstrates that DOT is really doubling down on something that we're seeing does not work for an issue that is so complex and that will have permanent damaging effects on our state. So that is why at this point, Florida Conservation Voters we're really calling on you, our members, and the people who are concerned about the future of our state, about our natural areas and rural Florida, to sign a new petition. The petition is asking DOT to put the brakes on this sham of a process. And we are asking that the 2021 legislature revisit this in light of updated and accurate budget information. We know that our economy has been suffering because of the COVID-19 pandemic, and we know that if built, these roads could cost our state $20 billion or more. DOT has never been able to show that they're economically viable. And again, there hasn't been a demonstrated need for these roads either. $20 billion, that estimate would just be for the built infrastructure. That doesn't take into account the additional money to accommodate the growth that would be incentivized, to pay to fix the water and air quality problems that will result. And certainly we can't put a price tag on the loss to our natural flora and fauna. Just last week, I know many of us saw the news article that let us know that there were two more Florida panthers that were killed, both within the study corridor of the Southwest Central area. Both of those occurred in Collier County, one near Immokalee, which is an important agricultural area and supports a lot of workers who, again, are really struggling during this global health and economic crisis that we're facing. There are so many reasons why these roads to ruin are bad. They're bad for our water, our health, our wildlife, our rural communities, our agriculture, our climate, and bad for taxpayers. This process is also deeply flawed. It's not the way DOT usually plans for roads. It has been rushed from the start with an artificial urgency created by the legislature and special interest groups that will stand to benefit from the slicing and dicing of our state, slicing and dicing it for profit. So again, I know that many of you have put in countless hours attending meetings, calling and writing to DOT and sharing information within your networks. And we can't thank you enough for doing that, which is why we need to keep the pressure on, and why I hope that you will take a minute to sign our petition asking DOT to put the brakes on this sham process. I'm going to try and copy this into our chat box right here, so you've got access to that petition. Really, it'll just take a minute of your time. I encourage you to share it with others. Right now, we're facing an unprecedented global health and economic crisis. This is certainly not the time to continue speeding through this M-Course process. It's irresponsible and is not the way good government operates. So again, I just wanted to thank all of you that have been engaged in this fight. Your voice matters, and you are part of a growing group of Floridians that have been opposing these roads to ruin. I'd also encourage you to check out the new Roads to Ruin website, noroadstoruin.org. Florida Conservation Voters is a steering member of this group of 90 businesses and organizations that oppose these roads. We'd encourage you, if you're part of a community group or a small business, to join our growing coalition. So we can certainly fight this by working together and demanding a stop to this sham of a process. Again, take a couple minutes today, sign the petition, share it with your friends, other folks that are concerned about the future of our state, that want to keep our rural areas rural, want to make sure that we are putting the health of our communities and the health of our natural environment first and foremost, and putting a stop to these devastating roads. So thank you all for sharing a few minutes with me this morning. I will share updates with you as they're available. Again, hop onto the petition. Thank you all. If you have questions, feel free to email them to me at lindsay@fcvoters.org. I want to help you in this fight. We're in this together, and we're better together, and let's keep fighting for the Florida that we all love. All right. Thanks, guys.